Down the stretch, have the ability to create offense and also slow down on defense. What did you see from them tonight?
Obviously they're a good team. They are who they are for a reason. I thought our guys did, what was necessary. Obviously we struggled from behind the three-point line, which had a huge impact. But, I think our guys continued to play the right way and created shots for one another. Those guys, they'll make those shots. So I think this one, again, take your hat off to a good team, but we had our opportunities.
You had Donovan, 34 points in his first game back. How did you feel like he progressed throughout the game?
I thought it was good. He's Donovan Mitchell for a reason. I think, he needs to get back into the flow a little bit. Some of those shots that he had that he normally makes from behind the arc, those could be attested to just legs and being off for a while. But, I thought, he was dynamic. Not only the 34 points, but he had 9 assists. He was creating for his teammates. So I thought he did a really good job in his first game back.
Ryan, that's the Speaking Journal. Is there anything that specifically stood out in the third quarter?
No, I think they were extremely physical to start with on both ends of the floor. They did a really good job of denying us all over the floor and being physical with us. And then offensively, you could see they had their mind made up that they were just going to attack our paint, put a ton of pressure on us. And I think it took us just a minute to get our feet back.
What have you thought of Craig Porter Jr. and his ability to be such a big part of the offense late in the games?
Yeah, he's fearless. He just has the ability to get to his spot. He knows what his game is. He's not a typical rookie that comes into the league trying to figure out who they are. I think, the years that he had and the journey he had gave him a fresh understanding, a clear understanding of who he is and how he can be impactful. He's poised. He never gets sped up. The moment's not too big for him. I thought he was great again tonight.
Do you feel like it gave him a minute to kind of recalibrate to Donovan back in the lineup?
No, I think we got off to a great start offensively. We scored 37 points in that first quarter. So I don't think that was it, at all. I thought we continued to share the basketball. At the end of the day, we just missed shots. And you go back and we'll take a look at it, obviously, but they were assisted shots to guys that were open. And that's the way we want to play. We want to try to create for one another. And I thought we did a fabulous job of that tonight.
Jared, the first 30-point game in his career, obviously another big game. Can you just talk about him?
Yeah, it surprised me that 30 was his career high, to be honest with you. But, to go 15, 17 from the floor, 12 boards and have to guard, an MVP of the league. That's a tough challenge for anybody. And Jarrett just continues to do it. He just continues to accept responsibilities, accept challenges. And I can't say enough how much we value him, how much we need him to be out on the floor, and how much we appreciate his talents.
Jackson, flicking right down Euclid. 6 of 43 from 3 isn't the results that you would have wanted, but are you happy with the process of taking those threes?
Yeah, we were, again, you can't tell these guys who put the time in and who are capable to not take open shots. The law of averages, it's going to pan out. These guys, shoot their percentages for a reason. And tonight just wasn't our night from behind the three-point line. But, again, they were assisted and they were open. So that means we're sharing the game. We're doing all the right things to create for one another. And we were in the basketball game. Having said that, shot the way we shot, it was a tight ball game down the stretch.
Anything else from the room? Ethan, last one.
J.B., just looking at what Craig was able to do down the stretch, we know that he's been fearless. Have you seen him grow, and was there thoughts of putting him into the game earlier with that knowing?
Yeah, it's tough the more bodies you had back to balance those minutes. We've obviously seen what both he and Sam are capable of doing. We've got 7 guys basically playing in 3 spots. And you're just trying to find a balance of giving guys enough run so they can catch a rhythm, but then get them out there because their skill set. So, it was a little choppy because it was the first game for those guys to be back. But, we'll continue to tinker with the lineups and figure it out and give those guys opportunities. Thank you. Have a good night.